talkSPORT Breakfast. I'm Jeff Stelling. Gabby Agbonlahor is with me and joining us right here in the studio now is the lead singer of this legendary band.
One step beyond. Welcome to the house of fun. Welcome to the lion's den. Temptation's on his way. Welcome to the house of fun. Must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Our house in the middle of our street. Something tells you that you've got to meet in the middle of our
Can we just keep playing them? You know what? I tell you what it does. It's music that brings a smile to my face, and I'm delighted to say one of the most successful British bands ever, Madness. We've been joined in the studio by their lead singer, Suggs. Morning, Suggs.
Good morning, Suggs. Morning, chaps.
I tell you, I remember listening to you, you know, in the 70s. You'd have got to pinch myself to think, here I am, I don't know, what, 40-odd years later, talking to you in the studio about a new tour.
Well, mate, you know, even more surprisingly that I'm still alive, to be perfectly honest. But, yeah, of course, what a thrill, what a privilege it is still to be doing it. Yeah, I mean, extraordinary. I mean, not saying one way or the other, but a lot of my contemporaries didn't make it as far as we have for some peculiar reason. We keep staggering on. But no, people like it.
Listen to those songs, you know, and honestly, they genuinely do bring a smile to my face. Is that the aim behind it all?
Well, we certainly set about having fun, you know, and that was the main raison d'etre of being in the band. I mean, we all came from pretty sort of disparate backgrounds and pretty rubbish jobs. And, you know, we had a great deal of joy and excitement about the fact that we were able to do all of this. But funny enough, the reason I'm on here is we're going to do a greatest hits album for Christmas and a tour. But we don't need to now because you just played them all. So I don't know if anyone recorded that, but there's no point in putting the record out. So no, we just seem to create a lot of fun still, and that means we have fun doing it.
So I was thinking as well, how do you mentally prepare for a tour now compared to previous ones?
Well, we're not as wild as we used to be, you know, in most contexts of that word.
Wild how?
Staying up later than you should. Staying up when a mum told you should have gone to bed. But no, I mean, physically we're just as exciting, I think, on stage. I mean, maybe not quite as sort of frenetic as we were when we were 18 years old. But there is a very big element of the fact we get back from what the audience, what that we give them, and it sort of escalates as the shows go on. And then we'll have to lie in a darkened room for a couple of hours with liniment and bandages. But no, it sort of carries you through the excitement, euphoria. And we've been doing this for a while now. It seems to go well with the British public. A Christmas tour, that time of year, everyone's up for having a laugh, aren't they? And everyone's out and about, all their mates and office parties, and so it's just as conducive to the sort of music that we play.
Look, I mean, I think you're 64 now, is that right?
63. Thank you very much, Jeff.
And I'm just
don't rush it along. It's hard enough.
You know, I think Chris Foreman, I think he's 68 something. Look, you're all spring chickens compared to me, because you know, all spring chickens compared to me. What do you do after a show? Do you still have wild nights? Are you still tempted?
Rubbed down with a sporting life, liniment oil. Now, somebody says a bit like sort of going backstage after going to the dressing room after a big rugby match, and the sort of people with their legs splintered, feet on the table, being rubbed down with hot towels. But you know, it's just all in the mind, I think, a lot of it, and we really do enjoy it. And there's nothing hard about you know, people being euphoric, jumping around to your music, really. It's just like being at a party, but it's your own party, and you can do whatever you like, and you choose all the records.
So maybe when we know you're a big Chelsea fan.
Oh, yes.
So what was it like hearing One Step Beyond the first time at Chelsea?
It was fantastic, yeah. I mean, it's become a funny phenomenon that they only play it if we've, like, beaten Liverpool 4-0, done something
so
extraordinary.
You don't hear it often.
So we don't hear it very often. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Punchlines. So what I do, it's always a very good day, yeah. I mean, there were two things. I made a song as well called Blue Day, which was a bit of a hit when we won the FA Cup for the first time in 27 years. So both of those occasions have been, epochal moments for me, because they're the parallels of the two things that were most important in my life. The the football and the band. Sometimes they didn't always correlate. I got kicked out of the band a couple of times for going to the football instead of going to rehearsals. But I realised that there's probably more to be made from being in a band than there was standing on the terraces. But yeah, funny old time for Chelsea at the moment. I mean, I don't know, who knows what's going on really. It's a small matter of a striker and the goalkeeper, and apart from that, we've got 35 of the best midfielders in the world.
I think maybe expectations were raised too high because you started the season so well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But then, things like Gallagher going, I mean, I remember seeing I was talking to this cab driver who's a big fan of yours, and Mudrich and Conor Gallagher were on together, and I think we were playing Liverpool, and they looked absolutely sensational. Fortunately, the wheels came off with Mudrich, and then we flogged Gallagher, sort of 10 minutes later, which seemed to me a tragic thing to have done. But anyway, enough of them. Now, we can speak about the girls, the Chelsea girls. They're a team worth watching.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Doing well, aren't they?
They are doing well.
Susie Walls just texted in and says, Suggs is a legend, love every track, listen to them all the time. It Must Be Love is a firm favourite. Rarely hear of Labby Sifri, so it's great that the Madness version is often played. Wonderful. So you've got a big fan there, that's for sure. Do you have to pinch yourself sometimes to think, here we are still going strong after so many years?
Yeah, in reaction like that, I don't think you can take that for granted. We have created a lot of joy and people still dig it. It's funny that Labby Sifri thing, because for people who don't know, it was a song by a guy called Labby Sifri, It Must Be Love. And he did quite well out of it. But I remember he used to get quite fed up because he used to come up to me and say, I'm really getting fed up with people asking me why I keep playing that Madness song. What I actually wrote, thank you very much. But in fact, we've got, as she said, we're doing this. It's called the Hit Parade. It's going to be a mixture of a big Christmas tour combining a greatest hits album. I mean, we had a great deal of fortune again. We do these Christmas tours and people love them. The last time we also had a new album out which got to #1. So I want to thank everyone very much for that, which again is another huge surprise after 40 odd years. So we were playing a lot of new songs for that Christmas tour. So this time we're going to really extend it into just one massive party of all the greatest hits and no messing around.
Which sounds brilliant. Before all that, I think you're off to the States and Sweden and France and goodness knows where else.
Yeah, we're very lucky again. We've got a lot of festivals. I mean, when we started, there was probably only about 2 festivals I knew of, both of which I think were heavy metal festivals, which we wouldn't have been invited to anyway. But now they're all over Europe. Yeah, it's just great to be able to go to a country, spend a couple of days there, and then come home, not, necessarily having done 6 months in the back of a minibus like we used to.
What if Chelsea make the final, 28th of May? Where will you be? America?
Do you know what? I think you're right. I think you might be right. I mean, they're just not dates you write in the diary as a Chelsea fan, are they? You've been even in pencil. It's very, very light. I mean, it's happened to me twice now. Yeah, the Champions League finals. I've been away on holiday or, just made other plans, just with no expectation. I mean, especially when we got to Bayern Munich and then won. I mean, I had no expectation we were going to do that.
I'm told here this might mean more to you than it does to me. Ask Suggs if he's down at Whitstable Town on Saturday for the FA Vars.
Do you know what I am? I am up the Oysters. Yeah, my wife's family are from Whitstable, and if they get through, they're going to Wembley, so it's very exciting.
Lovely.
You can stick Chelsea for a little while, absolutely. It's a lovely thing. Yeah, like all those grounds. It's got a great atmosphere. A couple of thousand people going absolutely mad. I don't think how many. Probably the population of Whitstable wouldn't fill up one end of Wembley, but it'd be a great day out. Yeah,
you're going to keep on doing what you're doing for a while.
Absolutely right. Yeah, we've got this tour. We've got Squeeze coming along with us. I think the tickets went on sale today. It's going to be a great night out and a great, hopefully, tour, and we get to the end of it in one piece.
What a combination that is, Madness and Squeeze. That is the dream team,
It's a lot of good songs, that's for sure. Yeah.
A lot of good songs.
Yeah.
Suggs, look, thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks very much.
Good luck with the tour, good luck with the album as well. Hope we didn't ruin it too much by playing all those.
And also, I'd just like to say good luck with the refurbishment of this studio, which you didn't seem to know anything about.
I knew absolutely nothing about.
They were just going to leave you in an empty room.
No, what we need, Suggs, is a refurbishment of some of the presenters, namely me, but that's a big job, though, so thanks, mate.
Very welcome,
you, mate.
Thanks.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.